Your pillow might be sabotaging your spine right now. While you sleep, thinking you're resting, your neck could be twisted at angles that would make a chiropractor wince, and your lower back might be arching in ways that guarantee morning stiffness. Today, we're diving deep into the science of sleep positioning, specifically how placing pillows under your neck and knees can transform your pain levels, why different sleep positions affect your spine so dramatically, and how electrical nerve stimulation can target inflammation along your sciatic pathway. By the end of this episode, you'll understand exactly how to position your body for optimal spinal alignment and know when techniques like TENS therapy can provide real relief. Let me bring in someone who can break down the biomechanics behind all this.
The thing that blows my mind is how much we underestimate the impact of sleep positioning. According to research published in PLOS ONE, spinal alignment during sleep directly affects sleep quality and morning stiffness, but most people just throw a pillow under their head and call it good.
Right, and we spend about a third of our lives in these positions. So let's start with the basics. What's actually happening to our spine when we sleep on our back?
When you lie flat on your back, your spine naturally curves inward at the lower back. That's called lumbar lordosis. But here's the problem. If your legs are straight, that curve can actually tug on your back muscles and hip flexors all night long.
So it's like your muscles are working overtime while you think you're resting?
Exactly. And this is where the pillow under your knees becomes crucial. Dr. Xian Yeo, a sleep medicine expert, explains that supporting the knees can ease the pull on the lumbar spine. It's about reducing the strain on something called the psoas muscle.
The psoas muscle, I've heard that mentioned in yoga classes, but never really understood what it does.
It's this deep hip flexor that connects your lumbar spine to your femur. When it's shortened from prolonged sitting or tight hip flexors, it creates excessive lumbar extension when you're lying supine. The knee pillow helps break that tension.
That makes so much sense. So what about the neck pillow situation? I feel like everyone has strong opinions about pillow height.
The research on this is actually really precise. A study published in Sleep and Breathing found that a pillow height of about 10 centimeters, roughly 4 inches, maintains the best cervical alignment in the supine position.
Wait, they actually measured the optimal pillow height? That's incredibly specific.
They used electromyography to measure muscle activity in the neck. What they found was that both the sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscles showed the lowest activity at that height. Too flat and your head drops backward, too thick and your chin gets pushed toward your chest.
So there's actually an optimal zone where your neck muscles can truly relax. Now, I'm curious about side sleeping. That's what most people do, right?
According to accelerometer-based studies, about 54% of total time in bed is spent in side positions, and side sleeping can be great for spinal health, but only if you prevent your top leg from pulling your spine out of alignment.
How does that work exactly?
Without a pillow between your knees, your upper knee rests on your lower knee, your hips shift, and your lower back twists to compensate. A 2015 review in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that side sleeping with a knee pillow promotes better spinal alignment and reduces lumbar muscle strain.
It's like a domino effect. One misalignment causes another. What about stomach sleeping? I know some people swear by it.
Stomach sleeping is where things get complicated. According to Physiopedia, of all the sleeping positions, lying on the stomach provides the least support to the back and puts greater pressure on the spine, which could lead to pain.
But I'm guessing there are exceptions? You mentioned prone positioning earlier.
That's where it gets really interesting. In medical settings, prone positioning can be life-saving. The Cleveland Clinic uses it for patients with severe respiratory conditions because it improves oxygen levels.
How does lying on your stomach help with breathing?
It's about anatomy. You have more lung tissue toward your back than your chest. When you're on your back, your heart and abdominal organs put pressure on your lungs. Flip to your stomach, and that weight shifts to your chest instead of compressing your lungs.
That's fascinating. So prone positioning can actually be beneficial in specific medical contexts, even though it's generally not great for sleep?
Exactly. A landmark 2013 study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that early application of prolonged prone positioning sessions significantly decreased 28-day mortality in patients with severe ARDS.
So context really matters. Now, let's shift gears to something completely different, TENS therapy. How does electrical stimulation fit into pain management?
TENS is fascinating because it works through two completely different mechanisms. The first is the gate control theory. High-frequency electrical pulses essentially overwhelm your nervous system and close a neural gate in your spinal cord.
So it's like jamming the pain signals?
That's a great way to put it. These non-painful electrical signals travel along fast-conducting nerve fibers and block slower-traveling pain signals from reaching your brain. You get immediate relief, but it's short-lived.
And the second mechanism?
Low-frequency TENS stimulates the release of endogenous opioids, basically your body's natural painkillers like endorphins. This offers more generalized and potentially longer-lasting relief that can persist after you turn the unit off.
So you're essentially tricking your body into producing its own pain medication. How effective is this for something like sciatica?
Sciatica is actually a perfect example because it involves the body's longest nerve. The sciatic nerve originates in the lower spine and travels through the hips and buttocks down each leg. TENS can target this entire pathway.
And the research shows it works?
A massive systematic review published in BMJ Open analyzed 381 randomized controlled trials with over 24,000 participants. They found that pain intensity was significantly lower during or immediately after TENS compared with placebo.
That's a huge sample size. But I'm curious, how does TENS specifically help with inflammation in the lower back muscles?
According to research from eOrthopod, electrical stimulation has been shown to enhance tissue healing by improving circulation. This effect may alter pain perception and help reduce inflammation in the paraspinal muscles.
So it's not just masking the pain, it's actually promoting healing.
Right. And when you combine proper sleep positioning with targeted TENS therapy, you're addressing both the mechanical causes of pain and the inflammatory response. It's a comprehensive approach.
This is making me think about how interconnected everything is. Your sleep position affects your spine, which affects your pain levels, which affects your sleep quality.
Exactly. And here's something that really drives this home. Studies indicate that approximately 80% of individuals experience some degree of neck discomfort in their lives. That's almost everyone.
Wow, 80%? That's staggering. It really shows how universal these issues are.
And what's interesting is that many people don't realize their sleeping position could be a major contributor. The Mayo Clinic emphasizes that by making simple changes in your sleeping position, you can take strain off your back.
Simple changes with potentially huge impacts. So if someone wanted to start implementing this tonight, what would be the most important first step?
Start with the basics. If you're a back sleeper, get a pillow under your knees and make sure your neck pillow keeps your head, neck, and spine in one smooth line. The research from Science Insights shows this is key to preventing your neck muscles from working overtime.
And for side sleepers?
Pillow between the knees is non-negotiable. Draw your legs up slightly toward your chest and make sure your pillow fills the gap between your shoulder and neck. This keeps your hips, pelvis, and spine stacked in a straight line.
What about people who are dealing with chronic pain right now? When might TENS therapy be worth considering?
TENS can be particularly helpful for sciatic nerve pain because you can target the entire pathway from the lower back down the leg. Many individuals report immediate pain relief during TENS sessions, though it's important to have realistic expectations.
What do you mean by realistic expectations?
TENS is a pain management tool, not a cure for the underlying cause. It provides symptomatic relief, which can be incredibly valuable, but you still need to address the root issues, often through proper sleep positioning, physical therapy, or other treatments.
That makes sense. It's part of a comprehensive approach rather than a magic bullet.
Exactly. And the beauty is that these interventions complement each other. Better sleep positioning can reduce the need for pain management, while TENS therapy can provide relief that allows you to sleep in better positions.
It's like a positive feedback loop. Are there any risks people should be aware of with either approach?
Sleep positioning is generally very safe. The main risk is just not seeing improvement if you don't stick with it. TENS is also quite safe, but the research emphasizes that stimulation intensity is critical to therapeutic success.
So it's not just about using these techniques, but using them correctly?
Absolutely. The Journal of Physical Therapy Science research shows that targeted pillow use and optimized sleep positions can minimize chronic lower back pain, but only when done properly. Same with TENS, adequate dosing matters.
This has been incredibly eye-opening. When you step back from all this research, what's the biggest takeaway for someone dealing with sleep-related pain?
The biggest thing is that small adjustments can have profound impacts. You don't need to overhaul your entire sleep setup. Often it's just about adding the right pillow in the right place or understanding how your current position affects your spine.
And the science really backs this up. We're not talking about folk remedies here. This is evidence-based medicine showing us exactly how positioning affects our bodies.
Right. The research from PLOS ONE, the BMJ Open meta-analysis, the studies in sleep and breathing, they all point to the same conclusion. How we position ourselves during sleep has measurable effects on pain, muscle activity, and overall health.
And for people dealing with chronic pain, having both positioning strategies and tools like TENS therapy gives them multiple ways to find relief without relying solely on medication.
Exactly. It's about empowering people with knowledge and practical tools they can use immediately. Tonight, they can try a different pillow arrangement. If they're dealing with sciatica, they can explore TENS therapy as a drug-free option.
Here's what I want you to do tonight. Pay attention to how you naturally position yourself when you sleep. Are your knees supported? Is your neck in alignment? These aren't just comfort preferences, they're health decisions. Remember that pillow sabotaging your spine that we talked about at the beginning? Now you know exactly how to fix it. Sometimes the most powerful health interventions are the simplest ones, and they happen while you sleep. Thanks for joining us on Co-Pilot Podcasts. Sweet dreams, and may your spine thank you in the morning.